Hello and welcome back. It's the 3rd of December, and if you've been paying attention to my videos up until now, you will know that that means I have an extra special amazing surprise for you all today. So I'm just going to open number 3, and there's a picture of a unicorn, because I've managed to get my hands on the elusive unicorn of all of the Miniverse. I'm just going to take you off of my mount so you can see this properly. That's a very big box. Very, very big box. So I'm going to put you back in the mount. Even the dogs are excited. So let's open this box over here and then I will show you what is in here. Anybody that loves Miniverse as much as I do, the second they see the front of this is going to be very happy. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to have to take that calendar out of the way because it's too big with the calendar over there. So let me just take that out the way for you. What I'm going to do is unbox it and show you everything that's in it. I'm probably not going to make any of it today. Sorry, just moving my son's advent calendar there. I'm probably not going to make any of it today because there's a lot in here. There we go, let's push that back a bit. There we are, that all fits on the screen. So there are a couple of other bits that you get in the box with the set. This has come all the way from America. There was an incredibly good deal, so I had to really. So you also get this placemat. Now when I first saw this set, I thought that this was just like cardboard, but it's not. It's plastic. And I've seen from other people online that you can do resin on it and it will peel off. So very excited about that. And on the back we have a meal planner. You've got a space for a shopping list, you've got a space for notes, you've got ingredients and directions on recipes, you've got your Monday to the weekend, and you've got these little tabs. And these little tabs, you can put this inside here so that once you've put your ingredients in, if you open the box, they won't fall out because this will keep them in, but I won't be doing that. I'm going to be using this as my mat on my table because that means no more plastic bag. Exciting. The other things that we have in this box are the instructions, which I will go through in a moment. And the last thing that we have is, I think that's the last thing, let me just triple check this box before I say that. Yep, that's the last bit. So the last thing that we have is this, and this is a island for the kitchen. I'm not really sure what these are. I'm guessing they're the ends, but I've already got a remix in mind of how I'm going to make this a functioning kitchen counter with removable slide out drawers and openable doors. So I will be doing that at some point, probably on a video. So let's get on with this bit. So you've got your important information, you'll make it, you'll set it, show it. So that's like how to put all of that together. You can, if you want, wall mount this. You can probably see there's a hole on the other side as well. So this opens out flat and you can wall mount it as a display piece, which I probably will end up doing eventually. And yeah, exciting. So yeah, it just tells you all of these bits, how to play with resin before you start. It's pretty much the same stuff that you get on all of the other kits, just with the extra added bits of how to put the counter together, how to wall mount the case and stuff like that. Use the crispers and crates to store your materials and ingredients. When you're finished with dishes or your dish or drinks, store them inside the case. Place the insert divider on the left hand side of the carrying case to ensure your contents remain in the spaces when on the go. So if you were to, you know, go to a mini show or something like that, as I've seen people do, you can pop that insert that I showed you that I'm going to be using as a mat into it, and that will obviously mean that nothing moves if you're moving this around. I'm probably not going to end up moving it around. So yes, let's go ahead. So you've got your lovely display picture there showing you what everything looks like. Everything's very cute. These are recipes that you can make with the things inside here. That's your normal information. Let me just slip away for 1 second. I'm just going to turn the big light on. One moment. Okay, I am back. I've turned the big light on so it's easier to see everything. Obviously I've got my ring light here, but it doesn't quite light up perfectly unless there's a big light on as well. So make it, store it, display it. You've got 1 storage case, 8 drawers, exclusive ingredients, and as you probably noticed on the front it says over 101 pieces. So slip that off. That's what your case looks like. It's got a handy little handle on the top so you can carry it around as a case if you want to. That's the only bit that's annoying me a little bit, is that little thing. But I don't know if you get that on all of them or if it's just because this has come so far. Pop that in my reusable section. There are some little gluey bits to get rid of on the top here, like little sellotape. So I shall do that. While I'm doing that, sorry about this, guys. Yeah, normally I never would buy anything from America and have it shipped to me, because normally it's just not worth it. Because actually no, I think that's for the inside. Because normally the shipping and everything makes it absolutely ludicrous, but you can't get this in the UK anymore. And as I say, there was a really good offer on it, and because it was from Amazon US, it was free shipping. So yeah, absolutely amazing. I think there was like a small amount I had to pay for duty because it was coming from America, but it still worked out cheaper than it was in the shops when it came out. So very happy about that. Okay, so I thought these little sellotapey bits were to unclip it. They're not. They're for the bits that are inside. So that's the other side of it, the other side of your kitchen. Very exciting, very nice. Sorry, I'm just keep picking these bits off because there's like little bits of cardboard dust that have got stuck to it. So then we have this clasp on the edge, which I am trying desperately to open for you all. One moment. Sorry about that, just thought it would be best to open that off of there, as it was quite difficult. So, the exciting part, oh my goodness me, look at that. So I'll show you a side at a time. So the first one we have is this side. Super excited. So I'll unpack everything on this side and then I'll show you the other side, unpack all of that, and then we'll see where we are. Let me just take this tape off. This is the tape I thought was for the outside. It's not. It's to keep these pieces on the inside in. Okay, so can I get this out without wrecking the joint? No, apparently not. So let me just gently slide that towards me. There we go. So there are cardboard pieces inside here. If you want to use them, you can. I'm going to take them out for mine. But yeah, they're pretty much just sort of silhouettes of the bits and pieces that you can get in here. It seems to me from the outset, maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, they do. So these shelves do slide out. So if you need a bigger shelf for something or a smaller shelf for something, you can do that. Obviously, to take the cardboard out, if you want to take it out, that makes life easier as well. Let me just grab my marquee light. One moment. Okay, so my little marquee light fits really nicely in there. And I can even fit my little frozen moment that I made in there. So that's nice, isn't it? I like that. So I'm just going to continue removing these cardboard bits. Just because I don't want them flapping around while I'm trying to do other bits and pieces. But yeah, I love that you can reposition the shelves. That's a really cool feature that I didn't actually know this one had. You can see through, there's the hole there. And you get a bunch of shelves. I'm guessing these are for both sides, but I'm just going to pop them into here just for ease of use. But yeah, you get a bunch of shelves. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. You get 6 spare shelves, which is very, very cool. I'm going to put another one on there, and another one there. Okay, one last piece of cardboard there. You also get this little crate, which is exactly like the pallets and stuff that you can get. Very, very nicely detailed. Really, really cute. Love that. I'm just going to take that piece out. And it fits in really nicely underneath where the shelves go. So let's just pop that out as well. You also get, in this side at least, I don't know about the other side, but you get 3 of these. Really nice. So I'm going to put one. These are what were referred to in the instruction manual that I read to you before as the crispers. So you can either put one there, put another one on top of it, and then put the third one somewhere else, or you could put one there, one there, and one there. Completely up to you. So yeah, so that's that portion done. Let me just put this into my reusable cardboard box that you unfortunately did catch a glimpse of when I was panning the camera out to show you this. So in this little crate, it's mostly empty, but you do get the little instruction manual for the pieces inside. I'll just use my scissors. It'll be easier than struggling, won't it? So obviously the big instruction leaflet that I showed you before was, you know, as I say, just the generic, you know, here's how you play with resin, here's how you mould things and stuff like that. And the sort of tutorial on how to put this all together. This is like you would get in the other balls, where it tells you specifically about the products you've got. So you also get 3 little pieces of paper like that we had before. Very, very cute. I shall store them there for now. So let me just pan you back round a little bit. There we go. So Miniverse, make it mini food, all you can eat. You get 5 recipes. You get lots of other stuff, but you get 5 actual recipes in this one. So you get the berry sorbet, the rainbow pancakes, the macaron cake, the fun donuts, and the orange juice. And as with everything else, it shows you on the back. So 5 bonus recipes. These are obviously recipes that you can't get with any other set. You could make them, but you can't physically get them. So this is in a double layer of plastic, it seems. Okay. So, apologies, my dog is causing chaos on the other side of the room. So we get a see-through pink cake stand. We get 2 little glass plastic bowls. Ooh. We get 2 glass plastic sundae things. I don't know what you call them. Vases, glasses, bowls. I'm not sure. But we get 2 of those. So pop them there. And this is to show you that, you know, you can put drink in them, which is what it is. Then we get in here 4 straws, 2 blue, 2 sort of a pinky red. Then we get the ubiquitous tongs. Oh no. And then we get some slices of kiwi. Very nice. Some slices of strawberry, which if you've made these before, you will be very familiar with. They're just the same as all of the other slices of strawberry we get. Pop my tongs in there. Then we get some orange juice. Is it orange? Let me just double check. It doesn't say, but there, I think that's a picture of an orange. So let me just sort my lighting out a bit for you. There we go, that should be better. Much better. So yes, some orange juice resin and a little nozzle for that. I'm going to put my resin in here. And then we have some, ooh, they're nice. Some orange slices, but they're really, really see-through. Quite transparent, those. Very nice, like them. I'll tell you what, let's put the fruit into one of the other crispers. Just trying to keep everything nice and tidy in here as much as possible. I'm going to put this one in there in a minute, but I'll just leave it there for now. Then we have a little donut box, pink one. Which is empty. And then we have 2 ring donuts there, which we can obviously put into that box, like so. So that's that. Then we have another empty box in like a yellowy orange toffee colour, caramel colour, not sure. And then that one we can put our little cinnamon buns. Look at them. Aren't they adorable? I just love them. So excited. This is what I meant when I said that you had something extra special coming early December. Obviously this kit itself is amazing, but this is going to make a great background as well. And obviously this placemat means I can just have that on the floor, so you'll be able to see things a lot better when I'm unboxing stuff, and it means that I can make things much easier as well, so that'll be good. This is blackberries, very adorable. This is some banana slices, which we've seen before. We have some pasta, which looks a bit like a macaroni. We have some tomato soup, which is what I made that with. Very cute. We have some oat milk. Actually amazing. Love that. That should probably go in the chiller, shouldn't it? Because it's resin. So should that, really? That can go in that one. Okay. Then we have some choconana rings, which is cereal. So a chocolate bar and a banana holding little rings. Very cute. Nice little puzzle on the back there. You've got your happy stuff. Let me sort this out because it's not doing what it normally does here. There we go. Right, so yeah, there you are. So if you want to, as usual, pause that and have a read, you're more than welcome to do so. And then actually in the box we have got, once it comes out, oh goodness, well, I'm going to have to open both ends and poke that through, I'm afraid. There we go. So that's your chocolate banana cereal. Quite similar to the Hello Kitty cereal that we did. Obviously that had rings in it, but this one is just, oh yeah, there's another little bit there. So again, you've got a nice little detail of the chocolate and the banana holding rings on the edge there. So there's that. Okay. Another update for you, actually, just while I've got your full attention with this. I did manage to get hold of, and my husband bought it for me for my birthday, one of the Happy Birthday Krispy Kreme balls. So I will be doing a video on my birthday at some point to do that video for you all on my birthday, doing a happy birthday donut. Very cool. We've then got these 3 pancakes. Very foldy, bendy, love them. I've got pink, orange and yellow. Very lovely, very well detailed. Love them a lot. Pop them on there. And then we've got an empty box which says 3 rainbow pancakes, hot off Sunny's griddle, now rainbow. And we've got 3 colours there. Open here. Again, some good stuff, so I'll just hold that there, so if you want to pause you can do so. Yum. So we just dropped that on the floor apparently. So that opens up fine as with all the others, so we just pop our pancakes in there. It's very cool. They didn't have to give us the boxes because obviously we're not, you know, it's not like it's coming in a kit or anything. It's already there and it's already secure, so it's a very cute little addition that they've done that. Then we've got some Sunny Days maple syrup. Trying very hard, there we go. Very cute, love that. The tape has stuck to itself again, there we are. So the last thing we have in this half is the macarons, for the macaron cake that we saw before. So pretty cool. So that's just one side done. You get a lot. When it says over 100 pieces, it really does mean it. Just move that over. There we go. So that's my plastic tray out. The plastic tray itself is quite hefty, I have to say. Put that over to one side for now. Got to get my map nice and straight, don't we? There we go. So our fruit chiller can go in the bottom there. And we've got some plastic rubbish there. Okay. So now I'm just going to lift and rotate. Second side, just pan you out a bit. There you are. How very cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So just do these little bits of plastic on the top, learning my lesson and peeling them off completely so they don't get stuck to themselves when I try to move it at the end. I mean, I suppose you could probably put these plastic bits back in if you did want to transport it and you didn't want it flying everywhere. But I imagine, you know, there's a reason that they don't suggest that. So again, we'll just gently pull that down. Take all the cardboardy bits out. Again, you don't have to. It's completely up to you if you like them. I took them out of my kitchen as well. Which if anyone's done that, obviously it leaves quite unsightly, in my opinion, like white bits like this, little boxes of white plastic behind it if you do that. But I do have a plan for making it look more like a proper kitchen splashback. So I will probably be doing that on a video at some point. I've had the kitchen with the UV light up oven for a really long time, but I've not done anything with it really. It's just kind of, it's been over there in that direction with all my spare ingredients in it, but obviously now that I've got this, I don't need it to be for my spare ingredients anymore. I can use this beautiful set for all of that. Go. Go. So I'm going to carry on taking the cardboard out in a minute, but again we have another 2 of these lovely crates, which are just stunning. I love them. They're really, really, really nicely designed. Again, you can, if you want to, double stack them and have them in, you know, double stacked. This shelf does not come out. In fact, none of these ones do. There are some on this side that don't as well. How very interesting. Ugh. Sorry, it's really hard to get some of these cardboard bits out, and as you can see, they're just sort of, you know, nice if that's what you want. Fine. You could probably use them as recipe cards. You know, it's up to you really. Another little chiller box, or crisper as they call it. Only 2 more bits of cardboard left, guys, sorry. And again, you know, you can, with these removable ones, I think you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 removable ones on this side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on that side. So you could, if you wanted to, just, you know, have them in your own configuration. You don't have to conform to what they've done. You don't have to have them at all if you don't want to. I think it would look a bit silly, if I'm honest, with none, but it's your interpretation. It's completely up to you. So let's get this opened up, shall we? So the first thing we have in this side is a little ice cream scoop. Very, very cute. Then we have, I'll show you, I'm quite liking the fact that you can't see down there actually, because I can surprise you if you've not watched an unboxing of this. So we've got 2 little empty tubs. We've got raspberry sorbet. Let me sort my light out again, sorry. This is really not going great, is it? Okay, I'm just too excited, that's the problem. Too blinking excited. There we go. So yes, we have a raspberry sorbet tub, which is very sweet, and then we have a mango sorbet tub. I don't know about anybody else, but this is the first time I've seen sorbet in Miniverse. I've seen a lot of ice cream, but I've not seen sorbet before. So I'm very excited about that. And then we have 4 exactly the same. I'm going to have to check later, compare them with my ice cream scoops, but they look like they're the exact same, just a different colour. So I'm just going to pop those into, if they fit, yes they do, into my sorbet tub. I'll pop that into that little chiller cabinet. And then the same with the raspberry. Once I've got them out over here, we have 4 little scoops of the raspberry sorbet as well. So again, in there, and then that goes in there. I do love those big tubs. The big tubs of ice cream are really nice as well. And then we have some cola resin. My goodness. Right, let me just take, actually, we'll put the syrup in there, and then we'll have the drinks in one together, I think. So the cola one came with a pink nozzle, the orange juice one came with an orange nozzle, and we're going to pop those in here. Like this. It even looks like a little cola bottle. You even got the dimples on the bottom there, which is very cute. So once you've used it, you could always take the label off and just reuse the bottle. I think, let me just double check actually, I think it's a black bottle. Yeah, it's a black bottle on the inside. So you could always, you know, take all of this off once you've used it and then put your own cute label on there so it actually looks like a real bottle of cola. Completely up to you. Again, the world is definitely your oyster, especially with this set. My goodness. So the next thing that we have is some super spicy tortilla chips. Very cute, quite a metallic bag, love that. Again, good stuff. Again, feel free to pause and have a read of that if you like. Made locally, I doubt it. So yeah, there's that one. Where am I going to put you? Have I used these yet? No. That can go in there. Lovely. We've got some more fruit looking bits. So what's this one? So we've got some blueberries. As usual with them, there are some different sizes, different colours in there. So I'm going to put them into my fruit crisper bit there. And then we've got some avocado slices. Very, very, very cute. Love those too. I'm going to put my soup on this shelf here and use that one for veggies. I don't know if I'm going to get any more, but if I do, I've got a shelf for them. So the last thing we get in this bottom piece, one moment. Apologies, I thought it was just one, but they were both together and it was two. So we've got two of these lovely dishes. Very cute. I'll put them on there with my bowls. And then the middle section of this plastic, we have got a massive tub of grape jelly. This reminds me of the little ones that we got with the peanut butter and jelly lunchbox that I did. Yeah, it reminds me of that. So, but it's a lot bigger. And it actually says grape jelly on it, whereas the other one didn't. So I'll put that in with my maple syrup. Then we've got this bread, which looks like it's a very dark bread. So it's more like a rye bread by the looks of it. Does it actually tell you what it is? Yeah, rye bread. There you go. Sun-baked sweets. The good stuff will probably be quite difficult to read, but I will leave that there if you want to pause and have a read. And we've got this lovely swirl on the bread. Very, very cute. Where am I going to put you though? I'll put you in with wherever I put the nachos. There they are. Okay, then we have got 3 little jars. So we have sprinkles, which are all sort of pink and blue and purple colours. Love those. Then we've got some more sprinkles in yellow and white. And then we've got some white chocolate chips, which are the same as I used on my pineapple donuts. And then we have got something I'll grab in a minute. We've got a little whipped cream container. And it doesn't look as though they've put these loose. So I'm really hoping, yeah, there you go. So in there we get 4 little whipped creams. I've got quite a few of those left over, so I might consolidate them down and do that. So I'm going to put that into the... I'll put that in with the veggies because we haven't got any other veggies in this set by the looks of it, so I'll put that in there. The other thing that launched itself out is some mini tarts. Very, very cute. I'm going to put the tart cases and the macarons on this shelf, I think, for now. And then the last thing we have in that section is 2 little jars that look exactly like the ones that I did the pickles in. They're the exact same size and shape, and I have got some leftover labels. don't have any leftover pickles or anything, unfortunately, because I did use them all in that make. But I might get some more just for that. Or you could store anything in that, really. Any little extras you want. So the third section of this plastic, we have, appears to be a bit of something stuck on that, sorry. Just using a cloth and just getting rid of it. There was like a little bit of black discoloration, and I don't want to show it to you as it is. As you could see, this was sealed when I got it. So we've got a lovely little cake stand. As I say, it had a little bit of black discoloration, but I just got rid of that with the cloth. So there's that. And a little cake slice. Very, very cute. And then the next thing we get in that section is a chocolate party cake. 2 tiers together with 2 little holes in the top. Like the birthday cake we got in the birthday set. Yeah, I'm going to put that. Yeah, put it in this one, actually. This is our cake stand section. Then the next thing we get in this part is, in fact, I'm going to take out everything that we get in this section. So we get 2 rectangular dishes, which I'll put there. We get some white chocolate resin. Very cute, love that. Put that in there with my maple syrup and my jelly. And then we get some, I'm guessing by the looks of the lid, pink glaze resin, which I'll put in there as well. And on to our last section, boys and girls. So we have these adorable little bowls. I'm guessing these are for the sorbet. Very, very cute. I'll put them up there with my clear ones. Then we have 2 bags of ice. We have 1 crushed ice. I'd love to know how they make these, because you can't cast that out of silicone. Like these, I don't know if anybody else got it, but there was a set that we got that had pink grapefruit ice cubes in it, and they were in a little tray. I have reused that tray to make my own ice cubes out of clear resin, but I don't think you could do that. You can't really cast these in silicone and, you know, reuse them, but there we are. So I'm going to put that in with my sorbet, because that's my iced area, or my freezer area. And then the last things that we have in here, I'm just trying to get them all out, and then I'll take the plastic away and that horrible noise will stop. I do apologise. It's been setting my teeth on edge, so I'm guessing it's doing the same for you. There we go. Yeah, okay. So that is nice and empty now. I'm just going to grab one of these empty jars. You'll see why in just a moment. I'm just going to pop you on pause for a second just while I take this plastic away, because it's going to make a horrible noise. Okay, plastic is gone. So the reason I wanted to get one of these little jars out is because the last thing that we get in the set is this handful of cutlery. So it looks as though you get 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like you get 4 little forks. I'll show you them in a minute, but 4 little knives and 4 little spoons. So you get the full set. I don't know if this will work. I was hoping they might fit in here nicely, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get the lid back on there. Oh no, I can. Ignore me. So these are the 4 knives. There we are. Pop those in there as well. I have, obviously, as I say, I've got my little kitchen, so it does have drawers, so I am going to put the cutlery away properly in the drawers, but just for now I'm going to use this little jar. and then 4 little spoons, which are very cute as well. So that is everything that you get in this set. I foresee many remixes on this channel going forward, reusing these things for some really cool things. I might make the recipes that they suggested, I might not, I'm not really sure, but I'm definitely going to be doing a heck of a lot of remixes. Let me just take you off of my cradle and show you everything that we got in this set. Actually amazing, really happy, and as I say, I am going to be filling this with all of my spare ingredients. So very exciting things coming in the future, and I will see you in the next one. I really hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed presenting it to you, and yeah, I'll see you on the 4th of December, guys. Bye bye.